It's literally just a stream to another platform at the same time. Why am I nervous as hell? The situation is kinda a situation. The YouTube streaming situation is crazy.
This is the greatest multi-streaming of all time.
Alright, am I coming through? Can y'all hear me? Twitch, put something in chat if you can hear me. YouTube, put something in chat if you can hear me. A heart will do just fine. Something like that. Hello? Could be a heart, could be ice cream, could be whatever it is that you want to do. Yeah. Hello. Why is the audio not coming through? There we go. All right, I think we can go ahead and start. All right, hold on. I had a bunch of apples and I think it made my tummy a little bit upset. But as the youth say, we ball. All right. Oh no, what a thing to have displayed on screen right away. Hello everybody, I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat. It is lovely to have you here, and since last we caught up, a lot has happened. Including my tracking, apparently. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat. I am a Eurobeat producer, and as you can now see, a VTuber. Since last we caught up on the Twitch side of things, we have followed from Somni Walker of Dreams, Neon Abbey, DMAC4708, B Blue Java, and Ligmatized at Taco Bell. And from the YouTube side of things, so many subscribers, I cannot reasonably count them all. I am so glad that you're all here, and welcome to my first stream in many years back on YouTube. Hello, Zach. I hope you're doing well today. I randomly got recommended a video from your music channel recently. That's awesome. Which one, if you don't mind me asking? So how many of you... Okay, obviously the Twitch folks know me. But how many of the YouTube folks do not, you're just like, who's this random bunny girl VTuber that I'm bumping into? Hello y'all, happy Pride Month. Reminder to make the best use of the seasonal speed buff while it's here. Yes, my double jump will be used to great effect this time of year. Who are you again? I don't know. I think some people say that I'm the living tombstone. We can go with that, I forgot which one it was, I'll have to check. No worries. I'm just glad that you're here. Yes, I have gone under Ken Blast. Oop, my track cut out. Ken Blast, Stebbins, Eurobeat Brony, DNA Team. I make a lot of Eurobeat music, but as of the last 2 years, I've also been enjoying streaming, and more recently as a VTuber. So, been really enjoying that, and today is the first time in many years that I have streamed to both Twitch and YouTube at the exact same time. I used to do it on the music channel, but well, different times. Happy Pride, yeah. I can't believe the living tombstone is a bunny girl, right? Yeah. Oh, Sia! Thank you so much for 31 months of resubscribing over on Twitch. Happy Pride to you as well. And thank you so much for your continued support. Please continue to enjoy your emotes, your sub badge, being part of the Oddities community. It was Hot Limit. Yeah. People have really been liking Hot Limit. Zach Crimson, thank you so much for the follow as well. Can we get some love in the chat for Zach Crimson? Also, I don't think I've said hi to enough of you. On the Twitch side, hello Prince Apollo, hello Mr. XOXO, hello Mighty Jack, hello Ciela, hello Coconut. I think you're on the YouTube side as well. Hello Pixie, hello Artemis, hello Hiya, I'm V, hello Jesse, hello Shawnee, hello Steezen, and then there's so many more. GTX, hello. You can deduct my name on Twitch. I can deduce it. Hello, Aphrodite. I think I've had bets. Yeah, no, this is wild. I do notice a lot of the same, a lot of regulars from the Twitch side over on YouTube. Jenny Blaze with 59 months of resubscribing over on Twitch. Please continue to enjoy your emotes, your sub badge, being part of the Oddities community. Can we get some love in the chat for Jenny Blaze 253? That is 12, 24, 36, 48. That is a month away from 5 years. That is nuts. Thank you so much for your continued support. Cracking Razor, good to see you as well. Okay, the YouTube chat is a little small, but I worry that if I zoom that in, it'll zoom everything in, and I don't want to do that. So for how many of you in the YouTube chat are new to my streams? Like, you might know who Odyssey Eurobeat is, but you didn't know that I streamed, or maybe you didn't know I'm a girl. A lot's happened over the last few years. A lot's changed. Not the least of which myself. Resin. Okay. Small. Happy Pride! Yes! Hello! Yes, Happy Pride. Yeah, it is. This is quite a month, isn't it? Whew. It's about to be quite a month. How is everyone doing today? Trying the YouTube stream today because I have YouTube Premium. Anyway, let's go. Yeah, that'll very likely help you avoid a lot of the ads. Is it really true that, like, on YouTube they'll run like an ad every 5 minutes? That is nuts. That is absolutely absurd. Poketawa, thank you so much for 38 months of resubscribe. Holy crap, 38 months. Let's go. And that is a hype train over on the Twitch side. Thank you so much for your continued support. Please continue to enjoy your emotes, your sub badge, and being part of the Oddities community for 3 years and 2 months. From what I understand. Did I hear give Audie hype train? It's give Audie hype train. Yes, apparently. For monetized channels. Okay, so I'm not monetized on... Speaking of monetization, mechanics. I'm a year older now, yet you still say so vibrant. Hope this kind of dual stream do come frequent sometime in the future. Mechanics, wait, is today your birthday? Is today your birthday? Did I miss that in chat earlier? Wait. Okay, hold on. Oh, I just had to inhale, like, juice at the wrong time. Tomorrow in the same month. We can still celebrate today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear mechanics. Happy birthday to you. Yay! Happy birthday! And yes, for those who are new here, I do that for every birthday that comes through. It's a tradition, really. And I'm probably going to forget that this happens, so chances are good I'm going to do it tomorrow again. Anyway, yeah, can we get some love in the chat for mechanics for spending a chunk of your birthday with us? I hope that today you get to be surrounded with loved ones and reason for celebration and reminders that you are very much loved and appreciated. I wonder why you have the VTubing Audi YouTube channel and aren't streaming on the main one. So good question, GTX2. So here's the thing. On Twitch, how do I say? I used to stream on the one, but so this one is for VTubing, and the other one is for music. And the reason that separation is important is because YouTube promotes content by category. If it's looking at a music channel and it's seeing a bunch of not music content, it's not gonna give those a lot of dues. However, if it's a VTuber channel and it's seeing lots of VTuber-y shenanigans and, entertainment and gaming and things like that, then sure. It'll do plenty of that. That's fine. But having the two combined, so I can stream on the other one, I just need to make sure that that's music specifically. It is very categorized. It's why there's a lot of clip channels versus full VOD channels versus edited channels versus that kind of thing. I think Numi's channels work under a similar principle. So one is for music, one is for not so music. And by the way, also, for fans that don't like the VTuber stuff, there are plenty of folks that like my Eurobeat releases, but actually just don't much care for the VTubing stuff, and that's actually fine. Happy Pride Month and Happy Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, by the way. Thank you, and yes, Thank you for the follow, Tea Leaf 87. It is lovely to have you. And yes, happy Pride to those who celebrate, and happy Men's Mental Health Awareness Month as well. Yeah, this is a very important month. This is here are two groups whose two subjects that need very much improved awareness and action in the public eye. Would you do a Eurobeat production on the music channel? Yes. So yes, with an asterisk. I need to set it up to I need to set up a lot of the things that are on this YouTube channel to go on that YouTube channel. So I've had enough trouble getting this YouTube channel set up with all the alerts and all the stuff. I need to set up the music channel for streams as well. I have two channels. One is for video essays and random other videos, whereas the other is for stream VODs and clips. Yeah, that's kind of what this is about too. This way, folks that want to watch, for the folks that want to watch like just the Eurobeat stuff, that's that channel. And for those that want to watch the rest, this redheaded bimbo anime girl that talks about Eurobeat too much and is not great at video games, then there's that.
Excuse me? Mommy? Sorry. Mommy?
Yes, darling?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy?
Use your words, darling. And thank you so much for the 100 bits. Much appreciated. That does get us another level on the hype train over on Twitch. Choo-choo! Yeah, men's mental hair. Yeah, but yeah, the words are failing me right now. But yeah, no, I'm figuring a few things out, and, YouTube is gonna be one thing, like this channel versus that channel and that kind of thing. Hello, Zelda! Hello! YouTube moderation has been iffy. Yeah, YouTube has its suite of issues. Hydrate, that I can do. So, something that you might notice is, there are a lot of things that I still need to figure out about, thank you. About, streaming on YouTube as well. Because Twitch, I've got that figured out. All the integrations and, like, all the applications. Mo! Hello! How are you, darling? Oh my gosh, hi! Hold on, why are you not... Hold on, we gotta get you VIP, hold on. Yeah, there we go. We gotta get you VIP. Ah! Ow! Thank you for the 10 things at my face, apparently. How is you? Everything happens so much. But I am alive, I am awake, and I've got so many things on the horizon. I'm doing okay. I think we're that bets. Of course, Mo! Y'all, ow, thank you for the 100 bits. Over on Twitch. For those who don't know, Mo is an extremely talented artist. He has drawn a whole bunch of art for me in the very formative years. In fact, he was the one that drew, he drew some of the art that helped me determine not just that I should be a girl, but I should be a redhead. So yeah, no, Mo is an OG and a boss and amazing, and we're gonna shout you out. And we're also gonna do a shout out. I almost typed that wrong. Yeah. Lovely. This is my first stream to both YouTube and thank you for the 100 bits again. Another hydrate. Goodness. Twitch is really, keeping me busy. Also, I'm now rereading the comments on YouTube and, holy crap. The guy who stabbed me years ago is under house arrest. Well, I'm glad that he's on house arrest, but holy shit. Yikes, and also zoinks that you got stabbed. Also, thank you for the 50 bits, Dead Soul Machina. Jane Arkey for the 100 bits as well. I think I forgot about that. Random message so Twitch counts me as a viewer. Yeah. Yeah, actually, come to think of it, I don't think I know how YouTube counts, concurrent viewers versus, as compared to Twitch. I know Twitch does it based on engagement. I'm gonna check us. Okay, I see what you did there, Reindeer Dashy. Ow. Thank you for the 10 bits, Aphrodite. Every bit helps, every bit's appreciated. I don't think there's anything like that for YouTube at the moment. I could try to get Tangia to work. Excuse me. But, I get the sense that, I mean, YouTube doesn't have... No, they have hype now, don't they? How does hype work on YouTube? Do any of the folks on YouTube know how that works? Hello, Bowser! Hope you're doing well today. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of figuring out AI and YouTube. I don't think I see that. Where do you see that? Wait, what? What do you mean? Hang on, what now? What are we on about with that? Been striking people like it's orders. Oh, like how YouTube moderates. Like YouTube's moderation is based on that. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Got it. YouTube counts based on who's just tuned in, I believe. So it'll actually, like, if someone isn't chatting, but they're actually, like, just hanging out, will it actually count that? Because I'm seeing about 12 viewers on YouTube at the moment. Yeah. So basically, YouTube understood, right? I guess? I can't say I know for sure. It's been a long time. Actually, how many of you, weird question. How many of you used to check out the YouTube streams way back on the music channel? Also, I've decided I'm gonna climb a mountain for... Whoa! Which mountain? That's incredible! Congratulations! Also, thank you so much for the hype train on Twitch. Please enjoy your emotes, and I appreciate those biddies. By that you mean... okay, I see that now. Celeste. Okay, Celeste is... Oh, such a good game. I want to replay Celeste, but I don't want to, like, get better at it. I want to keep being bad because I don't want a game to turn into homework. I know it sounds weird, but, like, I don't want to get so frustrated because I can't do a certain jump that I never want to play it again, or that I get a sour view of it. Archines, hi! Hello, hi, howdy! I saw only one. I only remember that there was like dark blue in the UI or in the background, something like that. There's a cheat mode, turn it on. I don't have it in me to cheat on Celeste. Something about it just feels ethically wrong for that game specifically. I saw it was on sale on Steam, also available for Mac, and decided, F it, why not? Yeah, Celeste is a really good game, worth playing, and on this month of all months. Happy Pride. Yeah, actually, I am kind of curious. Okay, how many participants in the YouTube channel don't mind being called out? Now hold on a second. It's saying that there's... Oh, but I'm only seeing 4. It's whatever. Yeah, gosh. So, for those of you who are new here on YouTube, not a problem. So the schedule that I tend to follow for streams is usually, Mondays and Fridays are just chatting. Tuesdays are usually a game. Wednesdays used to be more games, but I started doing like girls talk, where it's just like I just gush about like dresses and makeup and stuff like that with the Twitch oddities, and that's been very well received. Thursday I usually do Eurobeat production. Imagine that, Eurobeat producer actually making Eurobeat. There must be a snowball fight in hell. So we're gonna figure that out. Hello, also new song is a banger. Hello, and thank you. I'm very happy with how Hot Limit turned out. Cause like, come on, I feel like a lot of people forget that before Initial D was the household name that it is now, there was DDR. And with DDR came like Boom Boom Dollar, Upside Down, and a bunch of those. Oh, Homie, hello! Yes, today is my first day after many years. Yeah, no, I started streaming on YouTube today. I'm making the 4th remix of Hot Limit. You've been cranking those out lately. You've really been like doing lots of Eurobeat songs on DDR. Yes. You love this movie. Yeah. I had to make some reference to If You Were Here. Oh, I love that song. Fantasy by Melissa. Oh gosh. So before Initial D was the Eurobeat source, VDR was the Eurobeat source. And with that, there was a flash animation for Hot Limit. One that I can't really describe too much. Let's just say it's very much a product of its time. For better or for worse. But yeah, no, I couldn't include too many references to that one in my video, but I threw a couple around if you know where to look. So I thought that I would throw it some love. You know, like, that was a song that helped me decide that I love Eurobeat. One thing's bothering me about the lyrics of Hot Limit. How's the mermaid barefoot? Mermaids don't have feet. A metaphorical mermaid. Could be like a lady that happens to swim a lot. You love this Eurobeat, yeah. So the original, like, the flash animation had little, like, you love this movie flash in for, like, single frames at a time. You love this Odyssey. Shucks. Yeah, no, words are failing me. H2O. Just add water. Just add water rules, obviously. I see. Yeah, no, words are failing me again. For those who are new on YouTube, this happens very often. I'm not very bright. I spec entirely into Eurobeat instead of conversation. Anyone else remember that show? I kind of don't. Here's the thing. I didn't grow up with cable, we had it for a little while. I think we had, like, just public broadcast, and then we didn't have cable for a while. And then when we got it, instead of watching with my family, I'd actually go into my room and make music. And that's how I got here, honestly. I have a long story about how I got into Eurobeat in the first place. Yeah? I see. I feel like we've covered so many different subjects that I don't know which one to go with. It was on Nickelodeon. It was about these girls in Australia who become mermaids. Right, the mermaid thing. So I do also think that, the English lyrics for Hot Limit, had to take some liberties. When did you make your first Eurobeat song? Actually, it had to have been before 2006. Because I was making Eurobeat in my room. I was making a lot of music before 2006, but the earliest stuff that's on the internet is 2006. Like, I remember putzing around in MIDIsoft Studio 4, which is some abandonware MIDI sequencing software, but I started making Eurobeat in general MIDI. I feel like that shows part of my trans awakening growing up. That makes sense, actually. I feel like any media... Hello, gamer! Happy Pride! MIDI beat. Honestly, basically, yeah. I feel like if I had watched that show, it probably would have cracked my eggshell a little bit more. Do you have any of those MIDI songs left? Sadly, no. I would be surprised if I had any remnant of those songs anymore. I think those were on completely different hard drives, and I wasn't able to get the stuff from one onto the other. I basically started fresh. Before then. Yeah, no. I feel like part of doing Hot Limit was my way, doing Hot Limit was kind of my way to be like, hey, there's this chapter of the Eurobeat world that people forget. There's this chapter of the Eurobeat world that people actually loved and, spent time on. And it's not that Initial DRMF Ghost is bad, so much as I'm happy to remind folks of other ways that we remember it and love it and appreciate it and might have other ways to celebrate it. Fully Spies, H2O, any gender bender episode of TV. Yeah. Oof. I remember I was already fairly eggy before this, but the instant I heard about this premise of a new show, I wasn't even watching it yet, but once I found out what Ranma 1/2 was, I was a goner. Oh gosh. Got a flashback from the stream where you came back to your older works and we got Odyssey. Yeah! For the YouTube Oddities, there was a stream where I went back to revisit the 2006, releases on, SoundClick. And, I had this realization. So, in 2006, I entered a contest that, Konami put out for musicianship contest. Oh, thank you, the hearts. So I had entered a contest to get a song into DDR. I think that's. I didn't make it, but I remember it was a goal of mine at the time to get a song into DDR. And then some 20 years later, I'm coming back and I'm finding out that I did get a song into DDR. And I might have realized it and realized that I've reached a lot of my goals over the last 20 years, and then I may or may not have cried a little bit. So there's that. That'd be well before I came into the world. Yeah, sometimes I forget that I'm not the spring chicken I used to be. I think I've had pets. I mean, I'm not a chicken, I'm a bunny, obviously. Some Easter business there. Yeah, no, it's weird to have everything working well enough and have it be about the same as usual. There's just an extra chat to look at now. How's everyone doing this June 1st? How the hell is it June? Crazy to think that you started Eurobeat in 2006 and by 2009 you already signed to a big label. Close enough. I would say, so quick clarification. You're not completely wrong. I did end up working with one of the Eurobeat labels in 2009. I was not signed, and I want to make sure that, you said nothing wrong for the record. I'm more just like, I want to make sure that I get ahead of possible misunderstandings. They licensed the track from me, and, they wanted to work with me again, but I didn't have any, like, exclusivity or anything like that. Like, they were just happy to work with me. Still a wild concept in the grand scheme of things. Yolandi, hello! Hope you're doing well today. For the Twitch oddities that are coming in, today you are sharing your space, your toys, with the YouTube oddities. Say hi, Twitch oddities. For any new YouTube oddities, I also eat snacks as I stream, and just consider it free mukbang ASMR. Now, YouTube oddities, say hi. I think that that's. Hi, Twitch oddity. Goodness. I must say, I don't know what to do with this. I wonder what will resonate with. I wonder what differences are going to emerge between the two audiences. Because, like, right now I'm seeing a lot of folks from the Twitch crowd in the YouTube chat, and I appreciate that. Thank you for dual wielding streams today. But I wonder what differences will emerge. I wonder if there will be, like, differences in culture, differences in. Oh, wait a minute. Mechanics, are you still in chat? I just realized I never did spin the wheel. I should probably do that at least a couple times. Let's go ahead and should we do like 2 spins? Yeah, let's do 2 spins. For those who don't know, on YouTube, I don't know how to get this going for the YouTube oddities. I guess it'd be memberships once those come around. But every $5 through Pally or every 5 Twitch subs, we spin a wheel. Oops, hang on 1 second. That's a little bit too much. There we go. Oh, I gotta answer a couple things in a little bit. So yeah, whenever we get that, we spin this wheel, and then it's just a fun little way to do some silly stuff. It's for content. It's for content. Content! Thank you so much for 56 months of subscribing. Can we get some love? There's no way! Of all the things for it to land on. Of all the things for it to land on. For the YouTube for the YouTube stream, it lands on prank call. So this was pretty self-explanatory. My eye. So I gotta figure out who to prank call and with what. I gotta figure out what to do with that. Hello, Dana. I hope you're doing lovely today. I think a phone is with that. You could spin again. Nah, I can be a good sport. My eyes are itchy, but you two folks will witness peek. It depends on if I can get a prank call lined up. Thank you. The issue is, who do I prank call and with what? See, the problem is I need to have something. Maybe I need like another wheel with like what prank call? Prank call yourself. Your mom? Nah, I don't think that would go over well. How do I say? I got a prank call with someone who's, generally in a good prank. Violet. I think she would know. Did you have that list ready? No. I did not. I don't have that kind of contact. I don't. And if I did, I'd be so scared to do that. I do. Ooh, false. BP, maybe? Oh, that's not what my hand is doing. Okay. Let me see who's... Hang on. Doesn't seem like that one is going over well. Hang on, I gotta put the wheel away. Mark Skeletor, Giga, Cerber, Spite. Until 24/7. Phoebe is streaming right now. I do want to be careful because, like, folks that are streaming, if they're being easygoing, then I can do the call. But if they're like in the middle of something intense, I want to be careful. We might have to wait on this one because, like, I don't know who to reach. Gosh, it's so warm in here too. I also feel like it would be kind of a shame to respin. Actually, what is Naya up to? Naya is streaming Forza Horizon 6. Kind of surprised you even have that on the wheel. People like it. People like when I do prank calls. Hey, Prince. Let's see. Respin if you're not comfortable with doing that. First time being witness to that one. Yeah. Welcome back. Here's the problem. I have been a recluse in the last, month or two. And I don't know who would be down with me even calling them. The only person you might know it's on right now is Mooney. Maybe Spite. I don't know Spite. Mooney? Do I know Mooney? I don't think I know Mooney. Yeah, okay, Trapmaster. I get it. Speaking of Forza Horizon 6, I need to upgrade my PC so I can actually play it. Yeah, I've heard that it's good. Yeah, this last month has not been kind. Actually, this month isn't gonna be much for it either. Sometimes that's just, there's no good targets for it. Yeah, I think for now I might respin. I do apologize. I do like to have someone to prank call. You're my friend, I'm allowed to rib you occasionally. Yeah. That's only fair. Yeah, I think let's go ahead and just respin for now. Yeah, I'd rather get that going. If the opportunity does come up, I might prank call later. Oh gosh, okay. This is something that I can do now. All right, let me get a timer for 2 minutes going. Huh, quite the instrumental to pop up right now. All right, so 2 minutes of ending my sentences with nya and other similar sounds starts right meow. Okay, nya. What were we talking about, nya? Hello, Noel, nya. I hope you're doing well today, nya. What were we on about, nya? Can anyone remind me before the spin, nya? I tend to do that playing with fire, nya. You gotta be careful playing with fire, nya. Took my dog out, caught myself singing Overdrive to myself as I came back to the house, nya. I see, nya. Lightning in Japan by Dejo. IMO fits best in FH6, nya. No clue, but just made popcorn, nya. I see, nya. Hello, Valentine, nya. Hope you're doing well. Mr. XO, nya, nya. I see, nya. I joined in the middle of it. It's all good, nya. If I do see someone, it's like, oh, we gotta prank call. We gotta prank call them. Dart! Yeah! With 9 years of moderating here on Twitch, nya. Can we get some love in the chat for Dart Runner for being a moderator for 9 years, nya. Thank you so much for your continued support on this channel, Dart, nya. And I don't think we could have quite built this out to be what it is without your help, nya. Damn, almost a decade, nya. Yeah, I've been streaming for a hot minute, nya. I am not very good at promoting myself, nya. I have 40 seconds left of ending my stuff with nya. Yeah, I've been at this for a while, nya. I'm celebrating my 7-year mod anniversary, nya. Right behind ya, nya. What did I miss? Why is she saying nya after every sentence, nya? So, Prince, because I don't have anyone to prank call at the moment, nya, I just decided to respin and give y'all whatever it landed on there, and it landed on nya for 2 minutes, nya. So I have about 15 seconds left of that, nya. But like, you know, nya. And Riverside was fun, nya. I was pleasantly surprised that I heard more than one vendor playing Eurobeat, nya. I'm not surprised at all, nya. People like Eurobeat, they just don't always know where to get it, nya. My first act of Pride Month was to move one of my projects from GitHub to git.gay, nya. I see, nya. And time is up. Benui. Pyon pyon. Yeah. You should do an FH6 stream. That would require me to buy FH6. I'm not against that so much as like I don't think I'd be very good at it. Would y'all actually want to see me play FH6? I'm not against it necessarily so much as I don't know. My relationship with games on stream is very bizarre because people will say that they want to watch me play a game, and then one of 3 things happens. 1, no one shows up because they find out that I'm dog water at the game. 2, everyone wants to join in or find me or, you know, hop in when I'm still trying to learn the game. Or 3, the rarest of these all, it turns out absolutely fine. Racing games are like my thing, and that's fair. You can set the bot difficulty to tourist since that's the easiest setting. I suppose so. I was like, hello, gamer. Good to see you over there. I'm not like, how much is Forza right now? Forza Horizon. $69. Nice. Okay, how powerful does my computer have to be to play it? Can I run it in basically like N64 mode, or it costs everything? Yeah, basically. Game Pass is also a thing, 70 USD. So I'm seeing the regular version for $69.99, nice. Deluxe edition for $99.99, and Premium edition for $119.99. So $30 leap and then a $20 leap. From what I understand is that it's incredibly well optimized. Really? Huh. That's actually pretty good. It's almost summer sale at least. I suppose that's true. I'm not against the idea, although it would definitely be the kind of thing where I would need to turn off the in-game music and, well, you know what I gotta do. I had to do it to him. I wish that I could, like, instantly set my model to the had to do it to him pose. It's well optimized, but it's very hard to run still, at least if you want it to look decent. You get Xbox PC Pass for $17 and play the game for a month. They have a streamer mode for music. Ooh, okay. My birthday's coming soon. Yay! I hope it's a good one, Odd Fox Kid. And you know what to do. You know what'll happen if you come on stream during your birthday. At least I'm pretty sure you know. Where did you get that? Wait, where did I get what? Where did I get what? Oh, dang, you have music that fits with racing. I do. Just realize it's 3 p.m. and I haven't eaten anything yet. Go eat. Go get something tasty to eat. Where'd you get that beautiful... Hello, Bearbit Bunny. Much appreciated. So this was... this model is courtesy of Nijitan. They did a fantastic job. I'm gonna head out then. Take care, Jenny. Thank you so much for popping in. I'm probably gonna be going for about 3 hours, so if you're done eating and you want to pop back in, you are always free to do so. Yeah. Gosh, I really want to get 7TV working on YouTube really soon, but for some reason 7TV does not want to play with me right now. Cause like I want to be able to do that. Actually, maybe if I do that, does it show up on regular chat? No! Oh, that sucks. Okay, one of the first things that I'm gonna do after the stream is get YouTube onto 7TV. I told my friends about your response to the universe telling me to cross-dress. My femboy friend was just laughing his butt off. I mean, yeah. Listen, far be it from me to convince someone to not wear something lovely. Like, whether it's exploration, a meme, in earnest, who knows? One more thing, I wanted to ask if it, ask you something later on that is related to Pride Month. Is it okay if I DM you? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I think, yeah. Is there anything for my 7-year wedding anniversary? Partner and I have been engaged for over... Congratulations, Noelle! That's incredible! Everyone ought to try a dress? Yes. Yes. Everyone ought to try a dress and everyone ought to try a suit. I really do believe that. Like, I don't know. Everyone looks good in one of those two, if not both. Actually, for the YouTube oddities, whoever doesn't know... One of the first years that Off Kai Expo ran, I was invited to model for an, at the time, nearby clothing store. And what happened was, I walked in and the lady running the store, I'm summing up the story very quickly. The lady, sees me walk in and, is getting things ready for this modeling thing as part of a larger community event. She's like, yeah, I was doing this and getting it ready and, a couple of the models had to drop out. And she looks at me. What size do you wear, honey? And I let her know and she had me try on something. And long story short, I was invited to model after that. And, I joined the models some days later. I think it was Saturday. It had to be Saturday or Sunday. And one of the models was this really tall guy. And I think another one of the models was sick that day. One of the galleys couldn't make it. So, and her outfits were not there. And she approaches him and she goes like, listen, you do not have to if you don't want to. I think from her outfits, you would absolutely kill this dress here. And this absolute Chad gets out on this little red carpet and unironically wore that dress better than I think anyone was made to wear that damn thing. I swear. Like, and it's not even I'm not trying to be like, oh, ironically, woo, oh, he wore... No. Listen, I need you to understand. Like... He was made for that dress. Like, I don't think anyone else could have worn it better. Like, I think the original model would have struggled to rock it as much as he did. Like, I think with that, I genuinely think that, like, a lot of dresses would look really good on quite a few guys, and a lot of suits would look really good on girls. I mean, suits already look really good on girls, but, like, we need more ladies in, like, pantsuits, and we need more guys in like maid outfits and various dresses. Listen, clothes should just be for everyone. Let hot people be hot, damn it. But yeah, no. That's really yeah. And like to my knowledge, as cis as they come, as cisgender as they could ever be. But like, oh my gosh, he just the poise, the grace, the poses. I swear to you, like, We need that. Wherever he is in life, I hope that he is surrounded by whatever he wants. That is a bona fide man. All clothes are genderless. Goodness, yeah. That's quite a way to put it. I recall watching a video of Steve Hofstetter doing a show in a dress on stage in a state that had just passed a cross-dressing based. Yeah. A girl in a suit. Oh dear. Oh, yeah. Yep. It's very good. But yeah, no. And I mean, I also have my bias, obviously. Like, there is now a video of me on YouTube and TikTok of me gushing about a skirt. And then just today that skirt got bought for me. I think this is the only setting an argument I'll be fine with being told to wear a maid outfit, because yes, everyone should be able to wear what they want. That said, please don't force a maid outfit on me. So, I'm the question. Are you saying don't force a maid outfit on me in earnest? Or are you saying that because on some level you do want to be told? Because a certain amount of protest is common in scenarios where someone actually does want that, but it could, how do I say, on the same token, a lot of people actually don't want to be, okay, totally fair. How do I say, I do occasionally tease people, but I will respect that, for you, IMB. Like, I'll occasionally be like, oh, I'll make the joke about like, oh, come on, all right, it's time, put on the maid outfit. But like, it's usually a joke. I don't like the idea of forcing someone who genuinely does not want to wear something. Before starting the pill, the first thing I tried was a skirt, and I couldn't be more excited to start when I got told by my mom, I wish I could rock her skirt like you. I have a story about the time that I came out to my sister. So like, my sister and I were messaging on Tumblr, shows you how far back this was, and I forget what we were talking about, and she's like, hey, I love hearing from you, you can always tell me whatever you want, and, I love you. And I go, hey, real quick, there is something that I'd like to tell you. And I was like, hey, just given the nature, if this does leave between us, then, I would need to cut you out. And I was like, so I've been experimenting with something. And I was able to share at the time, appropriate photos of myself, like rocking dresses and skirts. And she responded with, I'm so upset. And I was like, oh no, this is it. She's like, how in the world are your legs that much better in a skirt? And that was much needed. And, we talked a little bit about like, so what is this? Like, is it just clothes? Are you trans? Like, what's going on? I'm like, I'm still kind of figuring that out. This is what, it wasn't 2019. It was definitely before lockdown. The angry compliment, yeah. Wearing clothes bothers me, but might as well have pretty and colorful. Exactly, yeah. I would hate to be put in a maid outfit. Yeah, the worst thing ever. None of that. None for me, please. No, thank you. I don't know, like, I can't believe how seriously men can rock a skirt better than a woman can sometimes. I think, here's the thing. When we remember that clothes are just garments, we allow ourselves to recognize that certain qualities can shine in particular, with various things. Yeah, I do have a couple hydras. Thank you. Oh, gamer, I missed this request from earlier. All right. Yeah. Anyway. And another hydrate. That I can do. Why are you celebrating me going nya? We don't gotta do that. It was fine. Remember the colonial past of men wearing long dainty socks, high heels, and robes? Yeah. I don't know. How do I say? By the way, for those who are new here, we do have new oddities here. I do make certain jokes about, like, wear the maid dress, whatever. If it does genuinely make you uncomfortable, let me know and I'll drop it. I'll keep that for others in chat who are comfy with that joke. Yeah, I don't know, like, I'm trying to figure out the ways. You're agreeing on which part? Wait, what? Real and true, yeah. Real, true, based. Happy Pride, Regolite, yeah. Jokes is fine with me. Yeah, I think we're good buds. How do I say? I will always encourage someone to try something new if they're comfortable. And I'll occasionally tease because, how do I say? A lot of jokes that have to do with forcing someone into like a maid outfit or a dress or whatever, it's usually voluntary with some it's basically tsundere. It's basically just gender tsundere. And in that context, it's kind of like, okay, I can lean into that a bit. But otherwise, I just want to encourage folks to like, if you want to try it, do it. Clothes are clothes. There's not, how do I say it? I'm going to say this and then be a complete hypocrite later. There's not really girl clothes and boy clothes. They're your clothes. If you bought them, they're your property. Recently took a trip to Canada and saw a parade of men in skirts playing bagpipes. Made me feel a little jealous that I didn't bring my skirt. It sounds like, now, don't get me wrong, if they were rocking skirts as in skirts with a capital S-K-I-R-T-S, then that's awesome. Although it is my understanding that plenty of the fellas that play bagpipes tend to be wearing kilts, which is not a bad thing. It is essentially the same kind of garment. The first thing is, it's usually a roleplay thing or like an element as well. For a lot of folks questioning, the force element also gives an excuse for those that want to explore something but socially cannot. If there's a forced element, then it's like, well, I couldn't help it. It happened to me anyway. You know, I said no and it happened either way. Hello, Star Singer. Hope you're doing well today. Is this gonna get me demonetized on YouTube? This is probably not gonna go well. Yeah. We have very different conversations on YouTube than we do on Twitch. Exactly. And a lot of this is also, like, to some extent educational. We're discussing the semantics of it. But yeah, no, it's usually this element of, like, there's an excuse for it to happen. It's well, you know, it was pushed on me, you know, I can't really do anything about that. But it's also like, but I was kind of hoping it would happen sort of thing. Yeah, genuine force is very seldom part of an actual, like, part of the thing. I remember at my 18th birthday, I finally dressed as I wanted without my parents saying a word. I had that jacket with an insanely long tail that was basically touching the ground. The jacket was over a cropped gillet over a white skirt. Or is it gillet? With a corset over it. The jacket was full of gold details. I felt like a prince that day. Let's go. That sounds awesome. I did it as a bet. Yeah, is very happy. Yeah, oh no. I guess I lost the bet. Uh-oh, better throw me that crop top. Ken, Transrat, I think I might prefer Kendra, if that's all right. Welcome FFF, the Force Femme Fashion Foundation. From the university, on loan from University of, Dorley. Okay, so we're about 3 minutes out from ads on Twitch. I don't think we have that on YouTube at the moment. If I lose, I have to wear the dress. If I win, I get to wear the dress, exactly. Gosh. Yeah, no, yeah, that's the kind of joke that I will tend to do. I don't know, if someone is asking in earnest, it's like, yeah, like, there was a comment on the TikTok, actually, that went out today about, like, oh, you know, I want to wear this, but, you know, I can't for this reason, that reason. I'm like, I hope you do. Like, I bet you would wear it well. I'm not gonna be like, oh, that's not for you. It's like, it's clothing. If you want to wear it, wear it. It's as gendered as you want it to be. I really like the gendered aspect. I like how I feel in, you know, assigned feminine clothing. I feel like that aspect of it is very much, you know, one of my favorite parts. I like being, I guess, considered conventionally girly. But, that doesn't have to be the case. Like, I don't know, like, I feel like a lot of people overthink it. And the way that I do things does not have to be the way anyone does things. Or just do theater and accidentally try to go, oh no, I guess I got the part. Oh, is it gonna be method? Oh no. I'm just femme-leaning, but rather neutral presenting. That's fair. It's a bit of cloth. If you want to try it, nobody should stop you. Yeah, exactly. Clothing is just woven fabric in different styles. Yeah. As a non-binary person, the actual fuck is gender. I don't get it, but you do you. Yeah. Recently I just got told something was being developed on my body and I couldn't stop beaming for the next week. I'm still riding on the high on someone. Let's go! That's awesome. Actually, I genuinely got the role one time, the memories. I did too! Yeah, there were a couple of times where, there were a couple of times in like middle and high school where I was in such a role. There's a reason if I draw you to flex my taste in female fashion. Yeah. And listen, I will almost always be super down for that. We have less than a minute before ads on Twitch. I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick breather. Twitch oddities, YouTube oddities. Take this chance to play some words on stream, get up, stretch, pour yourself a glass of water, prepare a snack, whatever it does, and we'll be done in about 3 minutes. I will be right back. One moment, please. I'm back. All right. Let's go ahead and wrap up. Y'all did really good. Look at that. Y'all did fantastic. All right. I am returned. Middle of an earthquake? Coconut, are you going to be okay? Holy crap. What? Please take care of that first and foremost. Holy, okay. Well. Please, like, leave the stream and do what you gotta do if you need to do that. Yeah, get under the desk and or table or out of the house if you can. Like, whatever it is you gotta do. My Wii fell. Oh no! Wait, you still have your Wii put together? I think I got rid of my Wii at some point. That's a shame. Gosh, that is wild. I hope that you'll be okay. You have to. Oh, okay. A wee, if you will. At least I make myself laugh. Yeah, how y'all doing after that? We all still having fun? We all still doing okay? Wii 2, isn't that a Wii U? No, 2 Wii's is a Wii. Which I don't think we can talk about Wii on stream. 2 Wii Nintendo units is fine, but not Wii. A doorway is the most sturdy piece of structure in the building. I hadn't thought about that. I guess we won't have a problem then. I see what you did there. Y'all gotta stop being funnier than me, you know? Wee earthquake alert. Small earthquake, but strong enough to come up. No, not kill the childhood. No kill childhood. Please no more puns, I'm allergic. No, bless you. I'm blessing you. Yeah, I hope that the Wii is actually okay though. That is what. Oh. So on this day we upgrade Shinon. 5. Has it really only been 5 years? I feel like you've been part of this for so much longer than that. But Shinon, bless and thank you for 5 years of moderator service. It has been a blessing to have you as part, not just part of the Oddities community, but as part of the team that makes it possible. Can we get some love in the chat for Shinon? That's a lot of 5 years. Exactly. A lot happens in 5 years. Actually, a little over 5 years ago, I came out. So, like, there's a lot going on. Ice cream bar sense. Yes, it does. Oh my gosh. A couple days ago, I went to pick up. How many times did it send that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry. A lot happens in a second. It does, yeah. Time is what you put into it. Is that a Scooch-on emote? That's cute. I'm so sorry. What was that? I love how Pumpkin Potion reacts to 6 7. It's like, no, we're adults here. We do 6 9. I have a whole box of ice cream sandwiches in my fridge. Okay. Oddities on either platform. Ice cream sandwiches or ice cream bars? What's your take? If you had to choose between the two, ice cream sandwiches or ice cream bars? If you ain't giggling at 69 or 430, 420 even, yeah. Sandwich, ice cream, bars, sandwiches, sandwich. Okay, we got lots of sandwich, ice cream bars, ice cream cream, ice cream bar because then I get to bite the stick after. I wish that I liked this the stick. I do. Okay, sandwich clears, bars, neither. No, sandwiches, sandwich. Okay. 430 sounds low-key funnier than 420, and I don't know why. It feels like it's a higher amount. Cone. I know, I gotta choose between two because, like, if I give you every option, then yeah, scooped. Okay, listen. I'm gonna show my age. Thrifty ice cream on the cone clears. Neither sandwiches nor bars would make it compared to the thrifty, like, weird scoop. It was like a circular pyramid shape or something, but we can't do that. We gotta choose for engagement reasons. I've gotta go with that. That's right. We're getting engaged. Just kidding. No. AFK gonna make myself dinner. I shall return eventually. Get some ice cream with that. Hello, Griffin. Happy Pride to you too. But yeah, no. I much prefer bars. Sandwiches are fine, but I do prefer an ice cream bar. I'm having severe internet problems right now and can't watch video until it's fixed. Literally don't know what's wrong, but my connection is going berserk. I'm so sorry. I mean, you are right, but we only have 2 options. Yeah. You can't do that. The shape that you're thinking of is cone. Not quite. So, cone comes to a point. You know what? No, we're MS painting this. Yeah. We're busting out paint. All right, hold on. Okay, so here's how I know what I'm talking about. Where's paint? Do I still have the thing for that? I do. Okay. So, oh, that's we need a little bit more to work with. So, a cone is, so you have a circle, and then there's a point up here, and it comes to a point. What the shape was for Thrifty ice cream was like this. It was almost like a pudding shape, you know? But it would be inside of a cone. Would you go and get ice cream later? Yes, please. Everyone here in the UK would have suffered with a plain old chocolate ice cream. Okay, are we talking about like the fudge bars? Where it's just like, it's almost like a popsicle, but it's fudge. It's not flan, it's ice cream. It's the shape of flan, I guess. Hello, Ornitho! I hope you're doing well today. I think that pets. Self-made ice cream is best ice cream. Oddities. Can we talk about the, once we're done with this, can we talk about the Ninja Creamy in a bit? Let's do this and then we'll talk about the Ninja Creamy. Love sugar cones. I wish I liked sugar cones more. Sugar cones are okay, they're serviceable. Waffle cones though. What's this? So this was the shape of ice cream that you would get at Thrifty. As in the one that used to be Thrifty and Payless. Hey, no, not what I meant. It's called It comes to an eye. You know, we're gonna make that a heart because that's really cute. But it's an eye. It's the Ninja brand creamy ice cream maker. Like orange creamsicles based. Those are so good. I love creamsicles, yeah. I'm gonna date myself with this. The only reason I know about flan is because a curd's a cowardly dog. I mean, that's fair. I feel like there's more, like I've seen more of it around here, like in this part of California, I guess. No, I get it now. Ninja Cream. That sounds like the plot of a really bad cultured show. Is the creamy thing worth the price? Okay. I'm not sure if this is outing my manager a little bit, but at one point she thought she had pointed it to me. It's like, hey, you know, there's this thing called the Ninja Creamy where you can make ice cream. And if people want to watch you make ice cream, if they want to see you like bake and make food and such, which I have done that for the YouTube Oddities. I do actually do IRL streams because I've shown my face before. I streamed as a face cam streamer before I became a VTuber. If I didn't do it on purpose, someone else would show it in a much less flattering light. So I could do that with the creamy and then like see if certain combinations were actually good or kind of cockapoo bad. From what I understand, it's actually, yeah, that's what I hear too. I don't like licorice flavor. Orange ice cream with black licorice. Okay. At first, like on paper, that doesn't sound great, but then I think about it. It doesn't sound as bad as like, I think originally. It's like, that sounds bad. Wait, maybe that could actually be not awful. Beer ice cream. I don't know how I feel about that. Tiger tail. What is tiger tail? Tiger is my favorite ice cream. What is tiger? Ice Audi. Hold on now. I'm totally down for orange and licorice ice cream. Ooh. Oh, that's tiger tail. That's tiger tail. Okay. Tiger tail ice cream. Tiger flavor. Tiger is Canadian orange flavored ice cream with black licorice swirl. Ooh. Okay. I could kind of see that. I could give that a try. And once again, we're talking about, yeah, listen. Okay, aspiring streamers, take note. If you want to get your chat talking about anything and everything, if you want to get chat like engaged in discussion, food. There's a reason we talk about breaking bread. There's a reason we talk about like, a break for lunch, breakfast. Every culture has food and every culture has opinions on food. the quickest way to get people to interact and to like relate is to talk about food. Put that in your pocket for later. No, I need viewers before I can get chatters. That's a different discussion. But yeah, no, that's one thing that you can talk about. I have an ice cream parlor in my neighborhood that sells weird flavors like wine, beer, or bread flavor next to the regular chocolate shop. Ooh, that actually sounds kind of good though. My opinions on food are objectively correct though. I don't know, darling. I think we've had some food, glorious food. I see. Food good. I eat food. Wine. Okay, I can say wine ice cream actually going pretty hard though. Who else digs their deep fried potatoes in ice cream? I was about to question that, but then I remembered that I do occasionally dip French fries in ice cream if I get both at the same time. That is one of those things. Do you think I could make vegan ice cream in the Ninja Cream? I mean, yeah, that's totally possible. So I've sampled the Coolicles I made. Actually quite good. You're free to do that. You do the frosty fries occasionally. Yeah. Rum and raisin ice cream. I haven't had rum and raisin, but I do know that rum flavor is really good. I like the butter rum lifesaver flavor, so I can imagine that that's the thing. But yeah, it's like a Wendy's thing. I feel like it's more than a Wendy's thing, though. That's the thing. Like, dipping chips in ice cream is ill behavior, but I fully support it. Okay, because here's the thing, though. It's only been in recent years that we've discovered the joy that is sweet and salty. I like Hawaiian pizza. Okay. Now it's time for me to get canceled for this on YouTube as well. Okay, so Hawaiian pizza, pineapple on. Ow! Thank you for the 100 bits. Sniffa. I smell rabbit flesh and I hunger for it in my stew and I need its pelt for a fanny pack. I mean, thank you for the bits. I mean, I'm not actually a bunny, but thank you for the money anyway. Bunny money. Okay. Gotta be careful about using alcohol in ice cream because it changes the freezing point of water. That's true, it does. Butter pecan ice cream is really underrated. Right, I was gonna briefly talk about pizza for a bit. My stance on pineapple on pizza. Don't throw your meat in my face. It's okay. Like, I prefer diced tomato for that purpose, but if pineapple's on there, I can eat it. Like, it's pizza. It's not the end of the world. Like, eat what you like. Life is short. At any rate, it's not worth the drama. Yeah, exactly. I feel like people act like, I don't know, people go a little too far with it, I think. Ow, hey! Sweet pizza is good. Yeah. You gotta be careful with some sweet pizza, though. I remember many years ago, I went to Goofy's Kitchen as like part of Disneyland. And they had like peanut butter and jelly pizza, which is like just the base of bread. There was no like tomato sauce. It was like, no, worth it. They had like jelly sauce and then peanut butter on it. And it's like, you know what? That's all right. What about chili honey, like hot honey? I don't mind honey on pizza. Had a choco pizza. OMG, it was so sickly. Ooh. Yeah, I could see how like chocolate. Yeah, if you do too much chocolate or like too sweet, then it's not great. Watch me put some blueberries and kiwis on a Costco cheese pizza. Honestly, hot take. I don't think that's a bad idea. It's not great, but like you could do worse. Cause like cheese works with sweet and savory. I'm like, what is pizza? Okay, the tomato sauce. I mean, tomato sauce even then, that's kind of sweet, isn't it? I don't know. Like, I think I'm a little bit too free-spirited. Pizza Americana is cool though. What on earth is pizza Americana? What? Okay, you know what? No, I'm Googling this. I'm looking this up. Okay, traditional pizza from Northeastern United States of America. Pizza by its large diameter, thick hand-tossed crust, and heavy application of toppings. While pizza is a global category, the Americana denotes a version that mimics the fast casual and delivery styles in the United States. Okay, but it's not showing me the title, the toppings. Those do appear to be French fries. I'm gonna create the most controversial pizza in all of eternity. Fruit salad pizza. Okay. Coinected though. Here's the thing. Get the sauce right. Like, if you replace the tomato sauce with like a berry jam or something, that could work. I think if you're careful with it, I think that could actually work. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. I mean, I do wonder if it would still be qualified as pizza. I don't know. This is sacrilege. Yes. French 'em up fries. What? I don't know about that. I don't know what that is. I made poutine the other day, the food one, but I only had French cheese and I regret nothing. Listen, life is short. No, my wiggles. Vocal stimulus come back. Fruit salad. Yummy, yummy. Dessert pizza is so great. I feel like dessert pizza is such a great idea on paper. I feel like the execution has to be done right. Because I do know that there are a couple of like dessert pizzas that defy all good rules of decency. Yeah, you gotta be careful with it. Just found out the urban legend about grape ice cream being banned is fake. I had a reblog sitting for 5 years waiting for 2028. So my understanding about grape ice cream, it's not that it was banned so much as grapes. There's a property of grapes that makes it hard for them to become ice cream. If I remember right, they have like an anti-freeze property. Here in the Netherlands, we have a pizza restaurant that offers bitterbal pizza, which is a pizza with mustard sauce and bitterballen, which is basically ball-shaped croquettes. Brazilian pizzas are good. I am not familiar with Brazilian pizza. Dessert pizza when it could be called a pie. I mean, pizza is just pie anyway. It's just a variety of pie. People forget that. Yeah. What tastes good on pizza is hot dog, but you do have to preserve that well. Don't ask how I know that. Huh. Pizza's, yeah, it's pizza pie. Pizza is just round toast. I don't know about that. I feel like some of the best pizzas are more like deep dish. I think if you're getting like New York style or the style where it's like the crust is really thin. I don't know, I do like a slightly thicker crust on pizza. Pizza's bread, not quite. I feel like the fact that a sauce of some sort is required. Otherwise, it's just an open face sandwich. Pizza's just flatbread sandwiches. I don't know. If a pizza's a pie, does that mean that you could make pumpkin pie pizza? Yeah. Ooh, wait a minute. Wait. Pumpkin pie pizza. How'd you make it distinctly pizza as opposed to just a pumpkin pie? Because not all pies have that top layer, do they? See, now I'm just... Nutella pizza exists, yes. And I'm thinking you can, like, top it with bananas, too. It's quite nice. It's Nito Burrito. It's the wood-fired nature. You had that, Pats. I suppose so. Pizza is kind of really flat bread as far as I go. I feel like a lot of good pizza has thick crust, though. Wood-fired apple pizzas. Ooh, that sounds really good, though. Grapes are also watery enough that it throws off the texture. Yeah, that's my understanding of it, too. Like, it's a little bit hard to get it to work. Oops. If you're saying that without the sauce, it's just a sandwich, then it's a hot dog a sandwich. I do think that... Yay! Hot dogs might be a sandwich! I guess on some... Okay, there is an approach to the... there is an approach to the sandwich, pie, pizza, etc. approach that is fairly distinct. I forget the name of the theory. I don't think it's called... the cube rule. Okay. How many of you are familiar with the cube rule? You know what? We're gonna go on an adventure. YouTube oddities. Yep. I just looked over on YouTube and yep, sure enough. Yep. We're about to go on a journey. We're about to go on an adventure. All right. Cube rule. The cube rule of identification. Food identification. As seen in New York Times, Washington Post, Webby Awards, all that. First we asked, are hot dog sandwiches? Grilled cheese, Reuben, PB&J. Am I a sandwich? Is this a system that puts Pop-Tarts as ravioli? I think so. New York says yes. Bullen explains what it considers a sandwich. Hot dogs and sausages on buns, rolls, etc. Welcome back, Prince. Then, the sandwich discourse is played out. We need to have a new discussion. Pop-Tarts are a kind of ravioli. the wars began. Excuse me, ravioli are a kind of Pop-Tart. The sandwich alignment chart tried to bring order, and we've seen this one before. Purist, rebel, traditionalists. You know, a BLT is a sandwich, a hot dog is a sandwich, a Pop-Tart is a sandwich. But only chaos ensued. Then spake the holy prophet Phosphatide. Are you unsatisfied with current debates regarding what is or is not a sandwich? You should try using the cube rule for identifying what you're eating. Yes, we are still talking about food. Blessing us with a grand unified theory of food identification. The cube rule. If it's 1, it's toast. If it's 2, it's sandwich. If it's 3, it's a taco. If it's 4, it's sushi. If it's 5, it's soup or salad with a bread bowl. And if it's 6, it's calzone. Yep. Coconut. Yep. Yeah. Listen, welcome to an Odyssey Eurobeat stream. Anything goes here. You thought I was just about Eurobeat and being girly? I mean, yes, but also there's so much more. Identify any food purely by the location of structural starch. Toast. Oh no! Okay, this means that different kinds of pies are different kinds of foods. Cause that means that some kinds of pies are now considered tacos. Pizza, sushi, pumpkin pie slice. And then we have sandwiches. Quesadilla, not folded. Toast, made and photographed by me, Ryan. It was okay. Victoria sponge cake. Really? Oh yeah, I suppose so. Taco, hot dog, sub sandwich, uncut, slice of pie, taco on its side. I hate it here. Oh no. 4, sushi. No. All right, we have a problem. Sushi is uncooked fish. And it's not a starch that surrounds it. It's leafy greens. That enchilada looks really good. I need to stop looking at food. Cannoli, yes, I believe cannoli would be considered a type of sushi. Rice, oh gosh, you're so right. I forgot about rice. Calling a falafel wrap sushi has to be a crime. The dumpling ontology, yeah. Quiche. Okay, where was this up here? Where was this earlier? That is not quiche. That is soup/salad with a bread bowl. Hello, Minnie and Ashley. Why is this a thing? Why does it go into such great detail? Bored people. Bored people sometimes do good things. Or try to do good things. Quiche. Cheesecake. Soup in a bread bowl. Falafel pita. Quiche bonus round. Deep dish pizza. Ooh, that looks really good. Salad in a bread bowl. Key lime pie. As if it's more based on how it's served than how it's created. I suppose it's how it's served. Because salad isn't a quiche until it's in a bread bowl, I guess. And then calzone. That is not what they put earlier. That's not a... Okay, it is calzone. Okay, I was wrong. Corn dog confirmed for calzone. Hey, you enjoying that corn dog? What do you mean a corn dog? It's a calzone. No. So wait, a pie is a calzone until you slice it, then it becomes tacos. And there we have dumplings, Pop-Tarts, and an unbitten Uncrustable. And then they show a bitten Uncrustable. My head hurts. And so does my heart. Additional cube rulings. 0 salad. No. You listen here. Steak is not a salad. Steak is not a friggin' salad. I appreciate the effort, but steak is not a salad. Hello, animation. Hope you're doing well today. Mashed potatoes are a structural starch by themselves, though. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Like, it's simultaneously a salad and a calzone. Calzone means stocking. Do what you want with this information. So if I put 2 calzones on my feet, they're covered. Chocolate, however, chocolate is a salad. Now there is a salad I could eat. Just kidding. I actually really love like regular leafy salads. Bonus round. Poketoa. Poketoa. Did you know this was gonna happen, or are you a wizard? What if the soup is in a bread bowl? I think they do have a category for bread bowl. I guess, so soup? A wet salad. I mean, if you put dressing on a salad, then it's just a wet salad. So that makes any salad with dressing soup. Soup. Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing, cake. You know, I was at the gym today. I did finally get around to doing some squats. Lasagna is a cake. A Big Mac is a... Okay, flapjacks are literally pancakes, so that checks out. But a Big Mac... Really? A cake? Cake is just a sandwich with extra steps. I guess? I kind of guess. If you put dressing on a salad, that doesn't mean it can go out for a date. Yeah. Take me instead. Nacho... What? Huh? Who just said 5? Did someone just hit 5? I am salad. We have $5 from Steak Salad. I am salad. Do not resist the truth. All right, fair enough. Steak Salad can speak for itself. I respect it. Nachos as hypercube. Fourth dimensional nachos. Oh no. All right. Poutine. Lucky Charms. Salad with croutons. My head hurts. I don't know what to believe anymore. Nixus TV. Thank you so much for popping in. Please do enjoy the lurk. I am so confused. I suppose it is kind of just nachos. Bonus round. Fried noodles, couscous, ramen, wet nacho. I just had oddities. I just had a brilliant idea. Okay, bear with me on this. How many of you? Oh, hi guys. How many of you are familiar with Florks, peanut butter and wet? How many of you are familiar with Florks, peanut butter, and wet? So, for those who don't know... Oh, wait a minute. Why do I have so many notifications? Right. So this is Flork of Cows's peanut butter and wet sandwich. Peanut butter, not sweet, soaked water bread, sour, jelly, sweet. There is a layer of bread between the two breads. Does this make Flork's peanut butter and wet sandwich a cake by virtue of cube rule? By virtue of cube rule, if we go up here, cake is 3 layers. 1, 2, 3 or more. Triple decker grilled cheese, cake. Yes. Big Mac, by this, cake. Lasagna, cake. Peanut butter and wet, cake. Is anyone saying this? Sorry. Okay, you know what? No. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna search cake. Let's see if anyone actually mentions it being cake. Nope. Someone has to make this clear. Someone has to make this right. Okay, what's it called? Cube rule of food? Okay, cake, about there. Cube rule of food identification. Okay. If cake is wet, then doesn't that mean... Okay. The cake is wet. Oh, no. The peanut butter and wet sandwich is technically a cake. Is classified as a cake. But if the cake has frosting, isn't it already wet? Frosting can dry. We're talking about ice creams. What is going on? Yeah, we were. Life changes in mysterious ways. All right. Let's see. Peanut butter and wet sandwich is classified as cake. Let's see. All right. Your move, Sockman! All right. Back to education. Ice cream is soup. Scooped ice cream is soup. Muffins or any other blocks of starch are type 1 toast. Rice, you're free to interpret the nature of rice however you wish. I'll think of that bets. Vanilla soy latte, a 3-bean wet salad. Humans, as defined by noted food critic Salil Ho. Humans are just ravi. Can I bleach my eyeballs? I don't want to think about. I do not want brain cells devoted to the idea that humans are ravioli. I don't like this. We are, no. Yeah. Worth it. Thank you. No, thank you. Not fond of this discovery. Ravioli generally doesn't have a hole running through the middle. We're a pasta. I hate that. I hate that. Ravioli, give me the formuoli. All right. Wait, where's the music? Is it playing or am I? Okay, it is. Oh, it stopped because it went all the way through. Okay. All right. All right. I'm going to put that away because I feel like we've experienced enough cursed. That means we are sushi. I wonder if alien civilizations or the kinds of creatures that eat people have these debates over us. Like translating from like Glorpees, it'd be like, humans is ravioli. No, humans is pasta. Humans is ravioli. The structure is on the outside. Humans is pasta. There's a hole running through them. Where's the structural starch in a human? Aren't we all just salad? I don't think we'd be salad. I don't like this conversation. I don't like this anymore. I am a pudding with a halo. Aw, that's cute. This only gets worse. I agree. I'm gonna take a sip and then we can think about other things. Ice cream. Right. Okay, a less contentious subject. What is your favorite form of ice cream? Jessa, I'm drawing a silly guy that I'm pretty sure you know. His name is Mortimer. Long hair, short hair. Ooh, okay. Good question. Can I be so real with you right now, Coconut? I don't know what to do with the Mortimer alias. Because, you know, Ken Blast is just short for Kendra. You know, Ken Blast is girl. Odyssey is girl. I don't think any of my aliases are still male. Even Stebbins is not a guy anymore. If ever she was. I'm making everyone female. Okay, thank goodness. Okay, so here's the thing. Mortimer, when I thought of the idea of Mortimer before I came out and embraced myself, I imagined somewhere between like Count Chocula and one of those like Party City vampire costumes. Like we have that brand at home kind of thing. Type beat. Also, before I forget. Bam. Chocula. Mortimer-S. I mean, isn't, there's the YouTuber Mortimer, Eagle Raptor's wife. Where? Are they still together? Like, is that a thing? Like, am I being horribly insensitive as remembering like that? Or, I don't pay a lot of attention to that kind of thing anymore. I want to be careful. Megan Kendra is like an underground street performer. So, if I may, Coconut, I'm sorry to kind of step on, and please do draw things as you like. More just like, I do have visions and ideas for how I saw, various aliases. They're still together. Okay, good. When Mortimer is mentioned, I always go with Mortimer Mouse. Ah, the original form of Mickey, if I remember right. When I first imagined Ken Blast, I always imagined that, so the original version of Ken Blast before I came out was kind of like a hype beast. Like wears Supreme, a backwards cap. Like, I almost imagine like, and I don't know why, this is very unflattering. So like the whole idea is that the Ken Blast was supposed to be the one with star power. But for some reason, I don't know why I did this. I just kind of made like the aesthetic of Ken Blast like hype beast, expensive sneakers, Supreme branded stuff, the DNA team lore. I don't really have a visual for the DNA team lore. I know that it was it was a combination of nods to Team Shanghai Alice and the Factory team. May Mauro Farina rest in peace. But I didn't really imagine much of like how that would look. I almost said fuckboy, but that's not right. Okay, what is the femme version of a fuckboy? I don't know what that is. I'm getting lore I didn't understand. So you know what's ironic? Do you all know, okay, YouTube Oddities, do you know how I came out on Twitch? Y'all are getting the story if you don't already know it. We ball. Actually, how many new oddities are currently in the chat? I don't know. I want to make sure that I'm not like assuming what everyone knows. We ball. So I read an article on that. Oh no. So I don't think it's actually in the article. So the way that I did it was I I started the stream as if it was a an alias review stream. Like, I'd go over my aliases and talk about what I had in mind. Like, Mortimer was, for instance, that combination between like Count Chocula and a Party City, Dracula costume. And Ken Blast was supposed to be like the hype beast, kind of like stylish, very, almost kind of douchey aesthetic. What's it? With DNA Team, I didn't really think about that. And then when it came to the alias of Jessa, I was like, so hey, this one's actually real. Very real. Like, more real than Dead Name. What stuck with me was, for those wondering, Jessa is real, here she is. Yeah, so like, that was my way to drop the nuke. Like, because there's fan art. Actually, Mo was in here earlier. Actually, Mo, darling, are you still here? Mo had drawn me plenty of times prior to that day. And while the aliases, I'll get to that in a second. Good question. We had it set to emotes only because I was scared as hell that people were going to respond with slurs and violence and all kinds of things. So if we had it set to emotes, they could not issue commands or post links or anything like that. I think we had to ban more than like 2 people. Yeah. Okay. That day, I was so scared. I was ready to be like, guns blazing. Let's go. Like, let's fight. And people were like, yeah! I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. Wow. People really like that I am girl now. Okay. Sick. Cool. Based. We roll with this. You were basically, yeah. I remember the night before we called until like, what, 4 a.m.? Yeah. It was the hypest reveal since Smash. Ah, yes. Odyssey Eurobeat confirmed for girl. Femme fatale or party girl as the opposite for a fuckboy. I feel like party girl is probably more like based in Eurobeat build. Yeah, exactly. There were 3 categories of people's reactions to my coming out. Like, one was, what? Odyssey Eurobeat is girl? 2 was, oh, yeah, that checks out. And the 3rd was apparently, finally! We were waiting for that! When were you gonna do it? Gosh! It was great, actually, as trans people were blessed to be able to come out in many ways, to be able to declare yourself in no uncertain terms. Yeah. So, when it came time to declare, like, Jessa, I started with fan art because, like, people thought that Jessa was the same thing as, like, Bamboo Bimbo or Dee Dee for, Dave Dima. Oh, I just got that. Where, like, I kind of started with that as like, haha, there's this alias, haha, we're never in the same room, surprise, And I had a tasteless answer for why we were never in the same room. But then I was like, actually, and here's some other pictures. And then I posted selfies. And that was the thing. Hello, Stev. I hope you're doing well today. Like pickup artist. Yeah, I guess. Oh, no. Okay. I don't know why it crept into my head. I just imagined in my head though, like, I don't think this exists, but I just imagined like a girl version of like Andrew Tate. Andrea Tate, just like, hey, yeah, I'm not really about that. Guys are just useful for this. I've never seen Star Wars. Oh no! It exists? No! There's no way! There's no way in hell! We love our Eurobeat dungeons. Aw, thank you, Fiddlejock. Hello. Right, so to answer why so many aliases. So, Eurobeat deals in a lot of aliases. Dave Rogers had a lot, and Clara Moroni, Cherry, and Leslie Parrish had like 50. That's not an exaggeration. There is a count. Eurobeat aliases are a carryover from like the house tradition where you use multiple names, multiple aliases to kind of compete with yourself. Multiple aliases. Sorry. How do I say? I've definitely seen Savannah Stone. Oh no. Oh no. Their entire wiki pages. Yeah. For aliases and such. I made several because, you know, some were sad, some were happy, some had star power, some were more experimental. Like I said, you know, I used DNA Team when I was doing Toho work. And I used Ken Blast or Kendra Blast for when a song had a certain star power, when it was like a label thing. I used Mortimer when the track was sad. Think of it like Fastway versus Dusty. Like Fastway is for the speedy, crazy, like high energy stuff, and Dusty is still the same vocalist, but sad, you know? The same but sad. An alias to each vibe. Exactly. But yeah, no, the men are only good as toys types of women definitely exist in all the fun. Yeah, no, I've definitely seen I have definitely seen that kind of sentiment out there, and it's not good. I've seen a lot of awful stuff like that. Like, it is men's mental health awareness month, if I remember right. Hey, don't let anyone make you feel unworthy. Treat others with respect. You are not owed anything from anyone, but also treat others with respect. Like, and you are also worthy of wonderful things in life. Take good care of yourselves, fellas. Snoop Lion, yeah, it was Snoop Lion. It is Pride Month also. The two can coexist, I think. Words are failing me. That one sounds like those Pixar movies, I guess. But yeah, no, I don't know why, but I feel like as a Eurobeat wiki regular, I'm not gonna lie, it's so hard to sometimes keep track with the aliases because sometimes one vocalist uses many aliases and one alias is used by many vocalists over time. I think I'm gonna go now. I'm not sure if I'll be back. Take care, IMV. Thank you so much for popping in. Actually, about Eurobeat wiki, okay. I'm gonna be a little bit serious for a second. I'm gonna bring it up, address it, and then we're good. How many of you are patrons over on the Patreon? If you are, thank you so much, by the way. Before any of that, like I want to get into something very quickly and then leave it be. Let's talk about Hot Limit and let's talk about exclusives getting posted. So the Eurobeat wiki listing for my cover of Hot Limit includes a video, which is good and great and fine. And it also includes YouTube uploads of the instrumental and acapella. Here's the thing. I don't know who to talk to about releasing this cover in the first place. YouTube handles a lot of that direct stuff anyway. It's already going to route the money where it needs to go. So that was fine. But I didn't really know if I was going to release the instrumental and acapella anywhere. I gave it, you know, I hooked up the patrons with it because that's a tradition. It's how we generally do the thing. So to see that something that was essentially, a Patreon exclusive uploaded to YouTube and then to the wiki, here's the thing. It is a cover. No, hold on, Caster. I'm going to say this. I don't necessarily need any changes. I guess I want to set up a policy. It's a cover. It's a cover of a song, and it's not my song. I did not write or compose Hot Limit. You know, I did a cover for fun. I wanted to have something fun and neat for my YouTube channel. It's whatever. And the fact that exclusives from the Patreon got uploaded is disappointing, but given the nature of what it is, I can let it go. I request this. No exclusives. Found them through the Eurofox archive. What is the Eurofox archive? Oh, that's a YouTube channel. That's the one that uploaded it. Welcome back, Prince. Good to see you. Done dinner. How was it? I hope it was tasty. I guess I want to make sure that for originals and some of my future work, if I am releasing it on other platforms and services, obviously use those links. But if something is a bona fide Patreon exclusive, like if it's a cover, at the very least, ask. And if it's an exclusive, it's an original, don't do it. I try to hook up the patrons a week early as an incentive and thanks for supporting me financially every month. And if someone else is taking that and posting it early, then most of what I have for the patrons is out the window. I want to honor those that are supporting what I do. And I also want to make sure that we don't set a precedent of uploading my stuff. And by the way, this was also uploaded a week after the patrons had exclusivity. So I do recognize that it's a little bit more kosher than it originally struck. But I guess just talk to me first. Ask. Like, I feel like there needed to be more communication before something that I thought was going to be exclusive was not exclusive. And if it happens with an original, we're going to have some trouble. If it's a cover, it's whatever, like, I guess just make sure that you're talking with whoever I'm covering, if possible. And, like, talk to me, just ask. It's not, I hope it's not too hard to talk to me about that, but, like, let's not make it a habit. Let's not make uploading my, Patreon exclusives a habit, yeah? Talk to me first. I'm usually more than happy to let stuff get up there. Like, I think if I was asked about putting the instrumental and acapella up on YouTube after the patrons had it, I feel like I could have figured it out. At the very least, I could have been like, yeah, you know, like, in this way, or throw me a link or something. I don't know. I thought you posted them somewhere else and it was the automatic YouTube upload. Nah. Sorry for using them for the remixes. No worries, Coconut. You're good. You're good. For some reason, I thought her Hot Limit outfit reminded me of more covered up Quiet from Metal Gear Solid 5. I still haven't played Metal Gear Solid 5. I haven't played a lot of Metal Gear. Now I think about it. But yeah, I wanted to address that real quick. We're all good. Just, if it's from if you're getting it from my Patreon, ask. I'll try to give this feedback to the rest of the Wiki Discord. Please do. I don't think, am I in the Discord server for that? I don't think I am. Maybe I should? I don't know. Actually, maybe I shouldn't, actually. I should probably let folks do what they're gonna do. And also, at the very least, link the Patreon. Yeah, if it's on the Patreon, let's put it on the Patreon. All right. That's enough of that. We're all good. I've said my piece. I enjoy the exclusives and sneak peeks, but I know that these exclusive perks are like NDAs. It's upsetting to see one of the patrons abusing that. Yeah, I think that's about it. But yeah, I've said my piece. We're all good. The Eurobeat Wiki ultimately is good. The picture they have of you on the Eurobeat Wiki, yeah, I do like that, for the record. And how do I say? The Eurobeat Wiki is important and good. And I'm not out here being like, nothing like that. They're fine. It's just like, just keep things, you know, in line. Yeah, so that picture is the one that I came out with after coming out on stream. Gonna have a mild complaint about it being on yeah. Fandom as a wiki host is oh, we have ads coming up in like under a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and get 2 words on stream. Twitch is gonna experience some ads unless you're a subscriber. Either way, thank you for being a subscriber if you are. And I will be right back. One moment, please. Beep. My timing is impeccable. All right. Well, I almost had a little bit of like Jesse in there. Jesse!
James.
All right. I'm back. Hi. Yeah. Sorry. How am I so good at this? I don't know. Did you miss me? I missed you. Looks like the multi-stream is going smooth so far. Yeah, it's doing great. Also, I love that again. I hope you're doing well today. I mean, I remember what it was that ended multi-streams on the channel previously. We always miss. Nah, shucks. Thank you. I remember we were playing Jackbox, and someone decided that a funny punchline would be racism, and I was like, okay, that's from YouTube, and we're done with that. And so I started streaming on just Twitch. Juno download. I saw that. Okay, Juno download. I am very okay. The world is a darker place for the absence of Juno download. For those who don't know, Juno download was like Beatport or other, music stores where you could buy music. All the high energy and sci-fi stuff. Yeah, and I think they were starting to get a couple of things of time records too. It's sad for Eurobeat because they were starting to use Juno download. Yeah, LED and vibration. Yeah, the labels are starting to upload stuff there too. On the one hand, it is very sad. Juno download, I have some songs from Juno download. Keep buying my music, I don't want to stream it. Yeah, I have some thoughts on that. I'm gonna get to that in a sec. I sadly kind of understand why Juno download is no longer in business. Like, it's not the first thought that I have when I think about buying music. I know like iTunes is not a favorite, but it is still a way to buy music. I know Apple Music is streaming, but like, if it's not on Bandcamp, then I usually try to go ahead and just get it, through iTunes. Sometimes I'll do Juno download or Beatport if it's really nowhere else. Bandcamp is just, it's too good for it. Yeah, it's kind of an antiquated model. The site even felt sort of pre-2010. Yeah, 7 Digital. I'm not familiar with 7 Digital. I know there's a site that's trying to replace Bandcamp, or at least compete with Bandcamp too, but I'm trying to remember the name of it. I get ads for it on Instagram of all places. Streaming and like buying songs and such. Okay, this is the part where hello, Obbies! Hi! Hope you're having a good day. Your holiday cover was absolutely peaking. Congrats on multi-stream. Thank you! It is lovely here, and I am having a good time with it. Juno download is kind of like the site where you're surprised the preview player doesn't try to use Flash. Yeah, exactly. Like, I think the thing for me is I do prefer digital. It is more convenient. I like the idea of the experience of a CD, but ultimately I boil down to wanting digital. However, I don't like streaming because it rips off the musicians. It only makes publishers a lot of money, and most of the benefits of streaming go away after a while. If you buy the song, how do I say? I don't know too much about Spotify. I know that you can download songs without paying them for them, which is whatever. But like, for the most part, if you don't have an internet connection, kind of boned. You're kind of screwed. So, if you don't have good internet connection where you are, you're not going to be listening to music. Whereas, if you own the media, if you own the files, you can just play the files. This is why I buy CDs. So, if I had infinite space, I would be very happy with CDs. If I buy the song, I can transcode it to a format I prefer and doesn't suck up my data. And I guess that's the other thing too. I can burn CDs. And I have many times. And I play them in my car. But, yeah, I've always been of the mindset that, like, if I can buy the song, then no changes to what's available on Spotify or iTunes or whatever the hell. Yeah, streaming service. Here you go, artist. A 0.0001 for your hard work. Yeah, exactly. Ugh. Spotify is one of my better paying services, but I still wish that I didn't have to use it. Spotify as a service can piss right off. I hate it. I wish that in a better world, Bandcamp would have Spotify's library and Bandcamp's like approach. In the same way that Nendoroid would have Nendoroid's licensing like agreements and Funkos. I literally looked to buy Flax. Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing about like lossless media for me. I love owning my music. It's so sick. Yeah, exactly. Like just having the media when it's there. Why do I feel like she's burnt her own music onto a CD? Sometimes I do. Sometimes it's part of the car test. So yeah, exactly, to Toaster. That's kind of the thing. So the thing for me is like, oh gosh, what was I on about? Wars, Bandcamp. Oh gosh, what was I on about? Oh, I had more to say. I'm losing it. Gosh. I think it's just so warm in here. Flack, right, lossless. Okay, so how many of you listen to music on the radio? How many of you listen to music on the radio? Like you're in a car that doesn't have an aux jack or like a a phone plug-in or USB thing like that, and you just turn on the radio. I have Android Auto. I do in my car, I guess. I do. I turn it off. It's a bit too loud for me. I mean, you can turn it down. There's local LGBT. Oh, I did not know that. That's awesome. Listen to my local radio's morning show. Me sometimes, and that's fine. So here's the thing. When I was a DoorDasher, I would listen to the radio, and yeah, it was top 40 stuff because I'm basic and all that kind of stuff. But radio is not super high quality. Let me say that again. Radio is known for not being super high quality. I can still sing along to the radio. I can still sing along to radio songs. And it might be higher fidelity than it was like in the 50s and 60s, that kind of thing. So don't get me wrong. I like clearer audio. That's fine. But I feel like there comes a point where the clarity only allows so much. There's only so much of the highs that the human ear can actually hear. Don't get me wrong, again, it is good to have very pristine audio. Good, yay, more of it please, great. But, the next person who tells me that they can hear a difference between a WAV file and an MP3, I'm gonna sucker punch the wall. Who needs a 4K song when you have the radio? And see, that's the thing. I guess the thing is that this is where I'm very, like, hemp seed and edibles and easygoing and, like, vibes. Because, like, good songwriting reaches people more than the clarity of an audio file or an audio track. A guitar solo is great. Yes, partially because of the guitar tone, and if you can hear enough of it, then that's good. And if something's taken away from it, then obviously it's not great. But there comes a point where you hear enough of it. And it's like, okay, that's the guitar solo, this kicks ass, I'm having fun with it, I'm vibing, I'm partying, yeah. Because of the musicianship of it. Because it's a guitar solo. Because of the notes and the experience of what they're playing. I'm really conscious of how much space my files are taking, so while lossless is a nice option, I'd gladly take my tiny MP3s. Yeah, I can difference between 128 yeah, so 128, sorry, I cut out of it. 128 is an audible difference, and especially, yeah, between 128 and 320, yes, that is audible. There is enough of the highs that get cut off in a 128, from what I understand, if I remember right, that is close to about what people can hear. I think it's what there is a rate after 128 that you do start to hear, like the difference starts becoming minimal or diminishing. Diminishing gains, I believe the term is. Diminishing gains. Sorry. Very silly question. Am I weird for crossing my legs in a girly manner as a guy? No, you are not weird. You might be feminine, but there's nothing wrong with that. Sadly, mine is lower. I see. But that's the thing, like, I feel like there comes a point where good music is gonna be good whether it's on the radio or streamed from Tidal into a high-end digital audio converter, into the finest amplifier known to humankind, broadcast through gold cables into the headphones, into your ears. I don't need the bells and whistles. There comes a point where it's like, okay, I can listen to it one way or another. By the way, this is not me telling y'all to not listen to higher quality audio. Hello, Greenflower. Hope you're doing well today. Gold cable. Oh, the stories I could tell you when I worked in the audiophile business. How many of you don't know that I work? I'll think about that. How many of you don't know that I used to work for like a DAC amp and like headphone company? Seriously. I've had to favor OGG files for custom DDR stuff. See, that's different. That's a tech file thing. That makes sense. Also, wait, Stepmania? ITG? Or does like DDR actually do it? OGG. I can't hear OGG without thinking of You Guessed It by OG Mako. Stepmania! Yeah! Gosh, I haven't played Stepmania in ages. I miss it. Opus has an advantage over Vorbis at ultra low bit rates that you never ever use for music, but it's offset by computational costs and the fact that resampling is baked into the file. Sucks! Happy Pride! Why do I keep cutting out? But happy Pride! And thank you so much for the follow, Greenflower. It is lovely to have you here. Oh yeah, the audiophile pit of despair. I've heard so much about. Okay. To those who are knowledgeable about the audiophile world, how many of you remember a brand named Oppo Digital? Stepmania is a 4-panel dance game simulator. Green, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Please enjoy your emotes or sub badge being part of the Oddities community. For those who don't know, Prime allows you to subscribe to a channel for 1 month for free. It still supports the streamer, and it's a great way to try out a subscription. Thank you so much for that, Greenflower. Yeah, open source DDR, basically, yeah. So I used to work for Oppo Digital. The company is down. The company is no longer. So I can talk about it a little bit. And if you're interested in Stepmania in 2026, check out Project Outfox. I picked up the project after it stopped. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah. Unless there was really something considerable about the resampling, I don't know if I need to worry about. Yeah. So, I learned a lot about DACs and amps and headphones and like planar magnetic headphones and file formats, and I remember when Tidal was new, because like that was a big integration for some of the stuff that we were selling. I remember also I was joining the company to do marketing stuff right about not long after they had launched the PM3 headphones. I think we had pets. The PM3 headphones. These were closed back planar magnetics that didn't need an amplifier to work. You could just plug it into a phone or something like that and it would still work. It wasn't as good, but it was still a superior listening experience to like Skull Candy or like Beats. But obviously it worked better if you did use a DAC amp, like a DAC amp combo. I do also see the bar is full. I'll go ahead and spin the wheel one more time in a bit. I have a sheet sin. At this point, I'm not getting rid of it because I feel like it'd be fun for speakers later, but I kind of would go back to the Fula. Yeah, they're always fun at trade shows. They talked a little bit of smack, seldom about us, but they talked a little bit of smack, but they were also generally pretty fun at trade shows. I can only imagine headphone tech pre-JBI. Oh gosh, yeah. So my job was to promote the PM. Like I was the marketing manager. I was doing print ads, social media. We briefly dabbled in paid search, which went terribly and not for any effort that I did wrong. And ultimately, I was prevented from doing more marketing because marketing costs money. And it's like, oh, market for us. No, not like that. I mean, I don't blame the marketing stuff. Oh, so here's the thing, Aphrodite. Oppo Digital was the sister company to Oppo Mobile. which is related to OnePlus. Oppo Mobile, they're doing great. They're doing fine. Yeah, so we were a sister company, and some of the technology that we used went to them, and some of the technology that they used went to us. For instance, we had a portable DAC amp that would also charge your phone, called the HA2. I think it meant to be like headphone amp 2. And then we had the HA2 SE, which had a better like DAC chip in it. And yeah, it was actually really cool. I kind of wish that I got one of those when I like before I left. I did briefly have the headphone amp and a version of the DAC, but I had to sell them like not long before COVID hit because, you know, that was my unemployed time before I started doing content creation full time. But yeah, no. Risa Ursa, hello, how are you? How are your stream? Let's go ahead and get you a, shout out, Risa Ursa. And let's get you a shout out, Risa Ursa. How are you? What are you up to? Dark Souls Remastered. Oh, Dark Souls. I haven't tried the Souls games because I frustrate easy. Stream was fun. Yay, I'm glad. And the charge of your phone sounds genius. It is. Oh, and it was actually kind of stylish too. Like it had this like faux leather wrap that looked really good. Oh, I really wish that I could have picked one of those up. Like just as a charger, honestly. Like, and then you just plug your headphones into it and it sounded fantastic. Souls games are frustrating but addicting, sort of like regular exercise. I could kind of see that. I could see it as being like, I see it a bit like weightlifting or something. Also, Risa, thank you so much for popping in. I'd love to have you stick around. I know that you just got done with stream. If you need to have a meal, a nap, bath, shower, whatever it is that helps you feel safe and comfortable after your stream, please make sure that you're taking care of yourself. And for those who are new here from Risa's community, I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat. And my music has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, Step Maniacs, several VTubers, Rolling Stone, and much, much more. Today is my first multi-stream to Twitch and YouTube after many, many years. So it's lovely to have you here. Yeah, I try not to do like Souls likes. It's the same reason I avoid like Kaizo. It's the same reason I avoid like Kaizo ROM hacks and such. Whatever you do, not start with Sekiro if you ever want to get into Souls games. Sekiro sucks as a first from software. So I've heard that Demon Souls is a better one to start with, from what I understand. I may be wrong though. I don't know. That's my understanding at least. Life is already Kaizo. Yeah, life became. Listen, life for those of us that are celebrating Pride this month. It became a Kaizo once the current. Nope, I'm not gonna make that commentary. I don't think I can get away with that on YouTube. Current year definitely makes it a bit of a Kaizo. It's a weird series to recommend. I suppose so. Yeah. Wait a minute. Preempting the Eurobeat reference, I just got a wild sense of deja vu. I've just been in this place. No, sorry. Outside of FromSoft games, I recommend Hollow Knight instead. I haven't played Hollow Knight yet. Yeah. I watched Superless BB play Elden Ring last night. That would not be my thing. Oh, why is my tracking going funky? That was weird. I'm gonna head out for the night and do some more painting or read the new book for my book club, Spoils It's Murder Mystery Year. Ooh, okay. Have a good time with that, Delilah. Thank you so much for popping in. Actually, is Evie streaming right now? I hope so. 2D Souls-like I think are a better entry point. I love Hollow Knight and Mio, Memories in Orbit. Beat me to the deja vu reference. I figured it was gonna happen. Like, I can't say the phrase in the Eurobeat space without someone being like, that. No, Evie isn't streaming at the moment as much as I can see. Fair enough, fair enough. So I'm taking a look at who's streaming at the moment. There's a lot of, like, celebrations today. Miss Lala is celebrating 4 years of VTubing. Naya is celebrating her transiversary. And Soundwave is coming off, guy! Yay! Sorry, that's also worthy of celebration. Taffy apparently has some big news. I'm not leaving, by the way. I'm more just like looking ahead. Transversary on the 1st of June is classic. Yeah, imagine. See, I should have waited a couple of days. I should have waited about 10 days. I don't know. It gives me a little bit extra. Oh, Symbol Flips is streaming too. Yeah. Mark Skeletor is streaming too. Girl Kissing and Murder. Yeah. Goodness. Well, I'm gonna do a quick stretch because I am very stretching at the moment. And with that, she was banned on YouTube for showing pits. Sorry. June is peak month for Transversary. My rebirthday is 6/28. Let's go. Mine is May 21st. I should have waited till June, but I feel like, okay, I feel like it's the kind of thing where like someone has a birthday in December, but it's not actually close to Christmas. Because then they actually celebrate your birthday, but then they also celebrate Christmas, you know? Happy Pride, Happy Pride! How will YouTube react to the Kini? I actually worried about that earlier, because like, I want to do a stream in that outfit, but I also don't, I feel like it's slightly more lax than Twitch, but not by much. That's my understanding anyway. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong, actually. I don't want to be eepy sleepy. I'm not sleepy. Okay, I actually slept terribly last night, so maybe I am a little eepy sleepy. I've never heard them called re-birthdays. Yeah, I always refer to mine as like second birthday. Because like, there's the day that I was born, then there's the day that I was actually born. I'm trying to, let's go! I do see that lovely flag in your profile picture. Yeah. I feel like, can I be real for a second? If I was not so bogglingly busy this month, I would be doing a lot more for Pride. There is so much going on. Even once the stream is done, I have so much that I've got to do. There's something that I'll actually show you one more time before we wrap up stream. It has been a very difficult month. May was, and then June still has plenty more going on. I want to do more for Pride. I think once I've got a few things squared away, I would like to be present for Pride in a way that I don't think I've been able to plan, because the time has just been going by so quickly. I wish that I need more points. Aw. Action gives gentle hugs. Aw. Sometimes I just don't sleep. I'm sorry to hear that. Please do get some good rest if you can. But yeah, I do wish that I could do a little bit more. I wish that I could do a little bit more for Pride this year, but I just haven't been able to plan ahead in the way that I feel like I need to. It feels like these years, like this and the next couple years, it's going to be so important to show that we are still here. We still exist. We are still important. You're truly wonderful. Oh, Keisha, thank you. I'm glad that you think so. Even the little bits you can do is worthwhile. I suppose so. Existence is resistance. Existence is enough. I appreciate that. I worry sometimes because, like, sometimes I want to make sure that I'm doing enough. Because, like, I do have some amount of platform. I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off just to make ends meet and to take care of others. But I also do have things that I'm in a fortunate enough place to do. Do you can, but accept that what you can has limitations. Yeah. That's been a hard one lately. My allergies make it extremely difficult to sleep. I feel like a lot of allergy medicines do, I feel like a lot of those should have a drowsy effect, shouldn't they? Take it sleazy. Now wait a minute. Aw, thank you. Also good future wardrobe inspo. I mean future, I could be present wardrobe inspiration. And I say that with some amount of levity, but not by much. If you, like, listen, YouTube oddities and, you know, newer Twitch oddities, listen, for those of you that haven't been to a girls talk day, we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna be talking fashion, makeup, jewelry, all that good stuff. Like, I love this stuff. I could be a present like wardrobe inspiration. My allergies don't allow me to breathe and I'm lying to, oof. I wonder if a wedge pillow might be of value to you, to toaster. Benzonatate. That's an allergy medicine, yeah? Sweetest of them all needs to be proud. She's still yeah. I think with the hearts. Aw. That was so sweet. What the heck? And that we will forever be here. Hey! Yeah. Gosh, I'm proud of, that was a song that Pinkaboo and I did together last year. Very proud of that. It's a good song. That song actually kind of did well on the channel, too. I Can Be a Present. There's a joke that I want to make, and on Twitch I'd be able to say it, but apparently I might get in trouble if I say it on YouTube. I did go over the policies. Okay, I feel like I could make a vaguely spicy reference on YouTube. Okay. We're taking a risk here, but we ball. Of course I'm a gift. Why do you think my panties have a bow on them, yeah? And with that, she disappeared into the void. Sorry. It's a non-narcotic cough medicine. Benzonatate works by numbing the throat and lungs, making the cough reflex less active. Huh. Gift wrap sounds like a fun time. Okay, obviously being covered in gift wrap does not sound like my idea of a good time, but okay. There are things that I want to talk about that I'm not sure how well they'll fly on YouTube. Because I feel like Twitch has a little bit more of an understanding of its audience, whereas, like, tied up in ribbons. Not going to talk about that too much. We're not going to talk about that too much. We're not going to talk about that too much. We're not going to talk about that too much. Anyhow, I mean, the fun part is to... I can't say anything. I can't say anything. Or I might get in trouble on the platform we're just streaming to now. Anyway, thanks for oh no. Oh no. Okay, if I can be completely straightforward in a non-wild way, like just not speaking in terms of like kind of thing. Like, I don't much care for the idea of, like, actually being too particularly, bound. But some amount of, like, a bow being present in a certain context. That is, quite nice. Tangent, Acacia, I just realized I'm not sure if I can get away with this on YouTube. Should I try? Okay, genuine question. YouTube stream watchers, the request put forth is to call Tangent such a naughty girl. But I don't know if... Have you watched a YouTube stream where someone's made that kind of joke or reference and, like, did they still have a stream the next day? I am so worried. I've heard worse from Laplace and Narissa. That's all I need. That's all I need. Yep, yeah, Laplace and Narissa are fascinating. All right, very well, very well. Acacia. Trying to get me to say such things on my very first YouTube stream. Really? I'm quite surprised. You are such a naughty, naughty girl. For shame, for shame. Okay! Woohoo! In Minecraft. YouTube, that's in Minecraft. Okay. You know what we could do to distract from that? We did reach our goal on Twitch of 5 subs today, so that means that we can spin the wheel again. Yeah, let's do that before we think too much about what has happened. Bam. There we go. All right, let's see what it'll land on. I swear if it lands on it again, I'm going to... Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's quite doable. And this is actually quite G-rated. This is just a food blessing. How many of you know about, you know, maid cafes and the food blessing? So moi moi kyun is actually a blessing to make the food tasty. When you read oishi kunare, oishi is, you know, delicious, and then kunare is, you know, become delicious. So altogether, it becomes something like this. Oishi kunare, moi moi kyun. And miso, ow. I mean, not necessarily. So MSG is for savory foods, or it's umami. Sweet foods don't need MSG. Makes it good. Basically, yeah. Yeah, no, that is the moi moi kyun blessing for food. MSG is, yeah, it's very contextual. That is sugar or honey. I guess so. I feel like there are also foods that are too like sweet on their own. You put MSG on chicken and beef, don't put it on vegetables. Yeah, it's because chicken and beef are savory. Vegetables, okay, what kind of flavor profile would vegetables be? They're not bitter. They're not necessarily salty either. That's kind of, oh, thank you. Yeah, I feel like, did moi moi kyun originate in maid cafes? Actually, it's my understanding that moi moi kyun originated. I think moi moi kyun. I know that K-On! Did originate something that ended up being used in maid cafes, but I don't think it. I'm not sure if it was moi moi kyun or using moi moi kyun as something in cafes. I do know that there is a role. Okay. I'm gonna Google something. Yeah, moe was a thing before then, but moi moi kyun, I think, actually did come from K-On! So, technically, it was a maid scene, but it wasn't a maid cafe thing until after K-On! Did it. Fresh is good. I haven't thought about fresh as a flavor profile. I wouldn't make vegetables with sweet stuff, and they sure aren't sour, so savory is... Well, there's sweet, sour, bitter, and savory. No, actually, sorry. Sweet, sour, bitter, salty, and umami or savory. So there's 5. At least from what I understand. I could be on outdated information. Fresh. Okay. What flavor profile is vegetables? It's not umami. I mean, some vegetables are umami. Or at least... Do you think I was born yesterday? Do you think that I wouldn't notice? Do you think that I would fall for the who the hell is Steve Jobs? Well, anyway, 6, 7. I'm such a chud. Sorry. Anyway, K-On! Yeah, so K-On! Is an anime about girls in high school starting the soft music club. And there's a scene where they talk about which kinds of outfits they should wear on stage. And they think about putting Mio in a maid uniform. And she does this, you know, there's a moment where she's just doing a cutesy little, like, heart blessing. And she's like, moe, moe, kyun! And they're like, oh, wait, that's really perfect. But But Mio is very easily flustered. And she's, yeah, popular slice of life anime about girls in a band club. That's a much better thing. Far right man love. Do they? I haven't. I guess I haven't really seen like I haven't seen a large amount of like that kind of emphasis on K-On. Not more so than any other show, I guess. I don't know. I feel like KyoAni around that time, they were still hot off the heels of like Haruhi Suzumiya. And I guess that one, I don't know. Specific category of far right who are a special breed of weebs. Huh. I mean, I've seen a little bit of that. But I guess I never saw the K-On specific thing of that. Personal favorite is strawberry scene with the yeah, that's right. Like steals the strawberry. Nah. I don't think I've seen more than like the first episode of K-On, which is pretty strange to me. So here's the thing. I feel like various groups can get into shows without absorbing what they're actually about. You love this movie. That's a slightly different thing. Okay, I discovered a very ew fact about an anime dub. Yeah? I mean, is it in context of what we're talking about? Anime fandom gets weird online. Yeah, I feel like a lot of fandom gets weirdly co-opted. Like, I don't know. Liking things is a weird thing. Moon Channel has a 36-minute video explaining why. Huh. I don't know. Like, it's a weird time to like things. Because, like, how do I say? I remember there was a long-running joke when I came out. Speaking of anime, I was watching Fate with a Friend today, and I realized a certain song sounds eerily close to the intro of the top. Huh. I still need to play through Fate Stay Night at one point. I think a friend got that game for me. All I care about in anime is Yuri and gushing over magical girls was an awakening. Is that right? I lost my train of thought. Very warm in here. Oh, right. So when I came out, there was a meme that went around about bronies where, like, it's a meme about, like, two paths, and, like, the sunny path is, like, 2010's brony, and one path that's all, like, bright and sunny is, like, trans girl, and then there's, like, the evil castle side, and it's, like, far-right grifter. And people posted that around when I came out, and they're like, she chose the good ending, she chose the good ending, kind of thing. Like, I mean, it was funny, but it was also like, that's kind of a sad, that's a terrible reputation. That's, yikes. For different unrelated reason to enjoying Yuri, it was an awakening. Is it that you like magical girls? I'm assuming most of you know about Sailor Uranus and Neptune are like a thing, right? Yeah, I have some sense of that. I might be missing a few things. I must confess, I haven't kept up with anime very well. I'd say since the 2010s. IMO, moe anime can appeal to right-wingers for their idea of feminine purity. But hey, we can still enjoy and express ourselves. Gushing over magical girls is very kinky. Alright, Grifter, I beg your finest pardon. I think that was on the meme, I think. It was on the meme. I'm reciting what was on the meme. In the dub, they had to rewrite it. Oh, right. They rewrote it to be something else. Me and my friends did a weekend anime book club for a while, but our schedules stopped lining up. Yeah, that happens in grown-up life. I have been extremely reclusive for basically that reason. The older folks among us remember Michelle and Imara. Oh, and in their infinite wisdom decided to make them cousins. Oh, geez. And I think they still had moments where it's like, that is not what cousins do unless they're in certain states. Me and my, let's see, there are quite a few things in my past that I've enjoyed that I definitely see now as potential signs. Oh yeah, no, same. There were things that I said and did back in the day where it's like, wow, I was keeping that eggshell on with tape. Last anime I watched was like Shikan Noko 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 Koshitan Tan. Hard to keep up, yeah. Yeah, I haven't really kept up with anime for a while. I feel bad because I liked it. Actually, not gonna lie. Some of the comic dubs that I have lined up are not just Super Creek. Some of them also come from like vaguely gendery mangas. Actually, okay, weird question. For those of you who have seen it. Okay, so obviously comic dubs, like the stream clips are not so different from what you've seen elsewhere, but the comic dubs, how do you like those? I hope those are good. I hope those are to your liking. Okay, also, I hate that I have to do this, but I have to start paying attention to TikTok again. And I don't want to. Because, okay, so I posted it's really warm in here. I posted the Super Creek dub on YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok. Hydrate, that I should do. Thank you. Oh, that's nice. So Twitter, it did okay. Twitter did, let me have a look-see. Let me go ahead and do this. Okay, it's not letting me do regular, okay. Why won't it let me do the other parts of YouTube Studio? There we go. Okay, so the Super Creek dub on YouTube did fine. It got about 2,000 views, a little over 2,000 views, which is great. On Twitter, it didn't do that great, but if I posted the link, it would have been less. What's this? Oh. And on TikTok, it got 70,000. 70,000. 70,000. And then today's video with the skirt only got 470 views. Not 470,000, like 470. 3 digits. So I have to care about TikTok again. Because apparently me doing comic dubs is very well received on TikTok. You know what it is that I think stopped I think of that bats. Stopped the skirt video from doing well? I think they could tell that I'm a VTuber. And oh, thank you, Hannah. I think, unironically, I think TikTok is, like, trying to stop or reduce VTuber content. Because every time, I didn't even include the tag, but because I think it shows a VTuber, it's like, oh, we gotta stop that. Okay, I'm only now noticing that when you do head pats, the earthquake hits. But thank you for the head pats. I gotta be careful with that. Algos be ruthlessly moody. 70,000, that's as many as 10,000. Exactly, or 7,000s. I love you. Thank you. So the artist that did the original comic did a follow-up to that one. Thank you. Because, like, in that one, she's sad that she doesn't get to the escape room, but then she does get to the escape room, and she's like, I'm so proud of you, too. I gotta be careful with this part. We are down to the last 5 minutes or so of stream, by the way. Any questions, comments, remarks, redemptions? Listen, we gotta chill a little bit about the head pats. I appreciate the gesture, but I'm realizing that YouTube is a little bit more prudish about the weight that I bear. But I do appreciate the head pats, though. Someone's really going for it. Yeah, Anna. The really, really hard head pats. Yeah. Yeah, questions, comments, remarks, redemptions. So, YouTube chat, at the ends of my streams, I like to do, I like to give a little bit of time to answer questions, field comments, catch your remarks, and do a few redemptions. Just to make, I don't think there's a lot of redemptions that are possible on YouTube at the moment, but over time, we'll do a little bit more. Shame on YouTube. I guess, like, I don't know. I'm worried about, here's the thing. I don't want to get in trouble on YouTube because I'm not sure if it's going to get me in trouble or not. On Twitch, it's fine. They understand that a model's going to have model physics. It is what it is. But, like, YouTube might be like, a woman having breasts? Not in my neighborhood. Not in my Christian furry Minecraft server. Out of all the fits you've worn, you've got a fave. I have too many favorites. So the red dress that I wear in the model, like the 3D model, it's like this one, but a little different, is based on an IRL outfit that I love to wear. There's an IRL bikini that I absolutely adore. There's kind of a gothy outfit that I didn't wear very much this spring. That'll be a little bit too warm to wear for the summer that I do like. There's a look that I do with a bodysuit that's really pretty. Imagine what an impossibility. That would never happen. Yeah, imagine having feminine fat distribution. Cringe. Oh yeah, Prince, I have so many favorites. I hate to say it this way. The fact that I haven't spent time dolling myself up and like putting myself together and taking selfies, to me is a sign that I'm not doing well. Like that I am kind of going through it. I will say this Wednesday, I do. This might be TMI, and if it is, I do apologize. This Wednesday, I have an appointment with the adult injection clinic to finally get that first bit done for, injectable estradiol. And I'm hoping that I can use that as a launch pad to take care of it myself going forward. Or it's terrible and I have them do it forever. And I'm hoping that will be enough to get me back to the way I used to be. I kind of miss taking selfies. I kind of miss taking time out of my day to like put myself together and do my makeup more often and like do the things that I really enjoyed. But yeah, this Wednesday should be a turnaround moment for me. I'm really hoping. Trying to put together a Ren Fair outfit. Based on the long black dress, should I go for more light armor or spellcaster look? So I feel like you can get more customization out of a spellcaster look. However, armor is such a quick and good way to communicate, like, actually fulfilling the Renaissance look. All right, I do need to wrap up pretty soon. All right, did the other hydrate. Let's see who's live. So for those who don't know, thank you for that, Bats. I raid on Twitch. In time, I would like to raid on YouTube as well, but until then, thank you. I went to one as a witch with a sword and said I was multi-classing. That's really clever. Uh-oh. The raid on YouTube. Eventually, I'll raid on YouTube, but for now, I'm gonna stick with Twitch for now. So, I'll go ahead and post the link. I actually have been to a Ren Fair. I was at a logo for. I hope you're doing well today. Odyssey finished up some books at medieval gear. Oh yeah, before I forget, tomorrow's stream is going to start not at 2 p.m. Pacific time, but at 5 Pacific time. This week is experiment time. We're going to be seeing if the later time works better, if it works worse, if it works about the same. We're going to see how it all goes. But yeah, we'll see how it is. Just want to let you all know that ahead of time. Yeah, I'm going to choose who to raid, but then there's one more thing that I need to show you all before we raid out. Wait, is it this one? Trying to see who we need to raid. An 8 p.m. stream for me. Out of curiosity, what's the time right now? So up in the corner, I have my current time in 24-hour format. So it's about 5 o'clock right now. So I've been streaming for about 3 hours. I think I know who I want to raid. Yeah, I think I know. Yeah, I'm gonna raid. I think I'm gonna raid Naya to celebrate her transiversary. Miss Lala is streaming. I do see Miss Lala is streaming. How long has she been streaming? When was the last time I raided Miss Lala? Looks like I raided, about 2 months ago. It's been a little longer since I raided Naya. I think I'm gonna go ahead and raid Naya today. Although Miss Lala is also very wonderful. Please do support and give lots of love to Miss Lala VT. So that is our raid message. If you do not have that emote, do not fret. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is our raid message. For those who do not have the emotes, and for the YouTube chat, that is the raid message. We're gonna go over to Twitch, and we're gonna raid Naya, who is currently celebrating her transversary. There is one thing that I gotta show you before we go. One last thing. I'm gonna go ahead and get the raid going on Twitch. But let me see if I can get. Hold on, I'm gonna open a couple things, and then I'm gonna be posting this later tonight too on the main channels and kind of across the board. But I think I teased this last week, but I want to formalize it now. Yeah, I teased this before, but it's time to make it formal. All right, so let me get the link for Naya's stream, for YouTube, and yeah, I think what I'm gonna do. All right, I will see you at Naya's stream. Until then, I'm Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat signing off, and I have one last thing to show you, and then we'll raid out. My debut will be on June 12th at 5 p.m. Pacific time. Until then, I'm Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat signing off. Let's see those raid messages.